So what we've got here is our ocean setting. We've got a small boy kneeling by the ocean, pondering questions of life. And what we've done to simulate the ocean as the boy is standing there is we've got what we call roll 1 and roll 2. If you want to look here at our metricing system, we show how the wave rolls in, and then it slows down and holds, and then rolls back out and holds. Each of these waves do that for us. Coming from the back, we've got a system set up where we use these neodymium magnets, our meter scale on either side, and our wave rolls in at a pace similar to our, we call this foam, rolls up and hands back out. The foam will come in curled, and on its way back out will swap out with the flat wave, which then recedes into the distance. By flooding the scene with light, we're able to hide all the paper edges in the distance. Works out pretty well. We've got a light set up behind our paper here for our sun. Then we've got a little rig set up here in the back. What we've got is just 2 paper flaps. Fold these up, and what we've done is we've created a system here where we have all thread with some washers and the offset. And what they do is they create a rolling wave effect. And that allows us, these are connected by rubber bands, which rolls both of them simultaneously, creating a continuous rolling ocean in the distance. One time we had to do a close-up. When we did our close-up, we switched to a large scale, and we went from this tiny one to this large one so that we could zoom in on the bucket, and as we zoomed in, still get the detail of the bucket. So you've got our rig system set up, a camera. It can raise and lower. It can pan left to right, and it can also dolly into our scene so we can get our close-up tight shots on the boy, pan back out. We can also do a tilt as well. If we need to, we can tilt the camera up and down. This rig is underslung right now. We flip it over and we set it on top. We can move it further back if we need to be able to pull far, far back, or if we need to be able to zoom way out over the ocean. We did a couple shots that way as well. So this is pretty much our rig. Everything's set up on metrics. We got a card jack and drawer slider rails, and everything uses these sewing measurement tapes to keep track of all of our metrics. This is our software. We're using Dragon stop motion. Our camera is now on, and so we're able to capture live images. You can see as I pan around the boy, I can pull back and then I can zoom in with the dollying effect. All of this is controlled with this. We have an external keypad that allows us to move onto the scene and continue to fire shots off. If we switch to the animate setting, you can see how we can step through each of our scenes, frame by frame by frame. You can see here we were animating a sunset scene. We're able to toggle through frame by frame, which then shows us, which takes us up to our live frame, which is what you see on the screen now. And so we're able to set our compositions. Off to the side here, you see our X sheet. This sets up all of our shots. We can punch in our numbers, and so a lot of the motions are controlled, for example, here with an axis, where we can go from frame 1 to frame 276. We want to ease out at the end, so you see this line where then it eases out, going from position of 190 to 0, and that's basically a dolly out shot. So that keeps track of all of our motions, our dollies, our pans, our zooms, our focuses, adding notes and everything. So this is the software we use to keep track of everything. We just finished doing this last scene, and so you see what we just shot.
But the boy's mind had not grown so much. "You are right," he laughed aloud. "So I will fill my bucket and live more fully." The sea sighed, the water sighed. "Child, do you still see so little? With God's endless fullness before you, would you simply drink a mouthful and walk away?"
Oh, and don't forget the star of the show, the crab. Actually use this one for the final shot.